Here we go. Here we go. Let's get that ready. Welcome, everyone. My name's Ed Jamaican Bacon. I'm joined by Shredded Meats, and this is the finale of Season 3 of Tier 1. I'm ready to do this. I'm feeling excited. I know Shredded's feeling excited as well. 63 days ago was when we started this season. Back in Australia, it feels a lifetime ago. And now we're here in Jeddah for round 10. 3 drivers for the championship, but there can only be one winner. And who will it be today? The likes of your 3 title contenders are Will Manu on 91 points, Jack B on 90 points, and I believe it's Hazza on 83 points. They're the only 3 drivers that can win here today. And as you see here, all 3 drivers have turned up and ready to fight. This is going to be exciting. I know this is the first time we've had a battle like this in F1RL. 1 point between the top 2. 8 points separates the top 3 overall. I'm telling you now, this is not one you want to miss. So don't go anywhere, because me and Shredder are going to be here from start to end. And we'll be crowning a champion here tonight. Right, there, that's all the cringe shit done now. Right, hello everyone. So let's do this.
Oh, got a car on track already, and it is Latifi.
Latifi out on track already. I see an Aston Martin of Smithy going out on track as well. Jack B going out on the inters as well to test his setup. Let's talk about Jack B as he's coming out on track then. You've got to give him some credit. 90 points in 9 races. Logan has left the session. You might need an invite back. Shredded if you could.
I don't think I've got the new account added.
Oh, well. I'll have to invite. Brilliant. Unless he's just given up and he's not racing.
Yeah, it's just out laps for the minute. It should be fine.
But I wanted to speak, obviously, let's speak about Jack B. Impressive season, to say the least. P2 he finished last season. Let's not have a rerun of this today. Let's see if he can get that P1 out on the inters, testing his setup. It's clear to see that. And I genuinely think he is definitely one to win this championship. So I think if Will Manu has not the greatest race, he's already said he's very quick round here, to be fair to Will Manu. But I have faith in Jack B and Hazard, to be fair. I think they could do it. Just depends what happens to Will Manu out there today.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, I just as you're saying, everything you've been saying is so true. And I think all of them have been on top form the whole season, really. And it's going to be such a good battle. I can't wait to see it. Obviously, we heard before the race that Will thinks he might have an issue with his pedal.
That's Will talking the big game. He just so he, if he has a bad race, he's covered because he's got a dodgy pedal. And then if he has a good race, oh, I did it with a dodgy pedal. It's Will's way of working around things, in my opinion. But right now, there is one person on the push up. I know Smithy's just about to start his, but I can see Latifi at the moment flying through sector 1, and I have to say, I have not seen one mistake from this Alfa Romeo driver so far in this lap, except from then. Big snap. As soon as I say that, commentator's curse, strike once again. And that is Latifi with a big moment. So we'll switch now to Smithy. Let's actually talk about Smithy for a second. At the moment, he is currently 17th in the championship with 19 points. Smithy does not belong there, in my opinion. Smithy is quick. Smithy definitely deserves to be a title contender this season. Just no luck. Portugal, no luck. Like other races as well, just no luck within it. Can he do something here today in Jeddah?
Definitely. Anything can happen here, as we learned last night in tier 2. I mean, he's had, if I remember correctly, he's had great qualifying recently, but it's just the actual race has just been so unsuccessful.
I genuinely hope that Smithy does get a proper win round in this season. Like if he finishes, he goes up track and goes invalid through the last sector. That is a big problem. Latifi 27.7, then first lap said that mistake was big, but I've just noticed as well. Shredded, sorry. Parallel Harry's just about to start his first flying lap. And he looks like he's going to get a nice little toe there from Smithy as well down that straight. But is Smithy starting another flyer? No, Smithy goes into the pits.
No,
okay.
it does into the pits.
So Parallel Harry then. Title contender number 3. P3 in the championship at the moment. 83 points this season. What can he do round Jeddah on his first banker lap? Rides a lot of curb, bit of curb through turn 1 and turn 2. Goes a bit deep and slidey in turn 2 as well. But he's absolutely wants to... Oh, he hits the wall. He's out.
Oh,
Parallel Harry.
Oh, jeez.
Shock in qualifying. Parallel Harry on his first banker lap crashes into the wall. And that is his qualifying. He's going to be at the back of the grid. Oh my god.
Track isn't the easiest to overtake on. So it's definitely going to be something he's going to have to work.
Provisional pole at the moment. Sorry. 27.7. But wow.
I'm seeing that Logan said that he thought this track was going to be Abu Dhabi, and he hasn't practiced.
But is he back in the session? I didn't see if he come back on or not.
I think he's waiting for something to update.
Well, while we're waiting on that, there's another title contender starting to push lap now, and that is the likes of Jack B. 90 points. Will Manu on 91. Jack B within a point of that championship. Dominating races here, there and everywhere, just like his teammate in Tier 2 Elite Shots. And I can reveal this now, his teammate in Tier 1 next season, not Elite Shots, Night Owl. I apologise for that. Night Owl. Elite Shots has been doing good, but Night Owl just a different level. But Jack B at the moment, pushing through Sector 1. He can't afford any mistakes around here today. He has the lot on the line. This could be his first F1RL title. Yes, we understand Manu, very quick driver. But he's already got one title to his name. He will be going for that first double F1RL championship. Now, Jack B, one of the nicest drivers out on that grid. Calm, cool, collected, doesn't get involved in drama, races cleanly, turns up and races. His attendance isn't that great, but nevertheless, he's pushing them cars when he gets on that track. And I have to give him credit for a second. I think he deserves a championship here today, but he is just backed off his bank lap after a couple of mistakes through Sector 2. This is going to be an interesting one. Sorry, has a Parallel Harry even. DNFing on qualifying is just really switching stuff up now. Because could we see a last to first from Parallel Harry even? Oh, Manu nearly impeding the Haas there. Huh.
Logan's asking for another invite. I don't have his new. I don't have his new account. Jack B only puts it 8th. Obviously, he had the little whatnot.
Yeah, he backed off. There we go. Logan's back in. Right, let's talk about him then. He's just about to start a push lap. Will Manu, Season 2 champion by a massive margin. Consistent. Fatty Bomboy does go provisional pole. The two Aftaris up the top there. Fair play. I have to give him credit for that. But let's talk about Will Manu for a second. 91 points. Jack B obviously on 90. Let's rephrase that once again. 1 point between top two. Will comes into pits, but we're still going to talk about him anyway. Will Manu, dominant Season 2. First 4 races of Season 3 DNS, but somehow finds himself top of the championship by the end of the season. How has this panned out for him this well?
I know, it's like it's been written for him, and he just needs to find the last chapter of the story to tell. And I mean, it's been an interesting season for him. Obviously, back to thinking back in Imola when he had a crash, and we had a fair few DNS throughout the races. How he's pulled it back, I have no clue.
Neither do I. It's impressive to see. So especially we know what Manu can do on the track in that car, but it's nice to see him fight his way back from the bottom to the top again. But let's just point out the fact Jack B's got on 27.0, but Viper has beaten him to provisional pole at the moment. Smithy's the 27.4. So Smithy with some pace up there at the moment. That's a Williams coming out of the pits. Is that the Williams or Shed? Sorry, Logan. Yes, it is.
It's Logan, yeah. And Will is coming out as well.
Is there going to be a tow here?
We all know Logan's the true second driver, so probably.
And Moore is just about to complete his flying lap. I'm going to say it's going to be a 28 something. It's a 29.5. P12. Andy Moore, by the way, Tier 2 drivers, has stepped in last minute to race in Tier 1. So thank you a lot, Andy. We are appreciative of you and everything you do for this league. I'm just trying to see who's on that. But Latifi's on another push lap now. P7 at the moment, 27.7. Sending it through the corners now. Trying to make up for lost time. 6 temps up and a purple sector 2. Sending it a bit too much through that corner into sector 3, in my opinion. Goes a bit deep, but coming to the end of the lap now. The last corner is key. A bad entrance equals a bad exit. A good exit equals a bad entrance. Whatever you want to call it, it can be anything. It's going to be a nice little toe as well for Risky, aka Latifi. Comes to the line, P3.
Yeah, you have to be very appreciative of them. They turn up every single week to both Tier 1 and 2. Absolutely fantastic. And it's really good for our league as well.
Absolutely. And now, here we go then. Logan starts his flying lap. And Will Manuel will start his shortly after. But there is a Red Bull in between them two. I think that's a Red Bull of Elite Shots. Yes, it is. Elite Shot starts his flying lap. But let's ride on board with Logan then as he's sending it through the corners of Sector 1. Hardly any practice round Jeddah, apparently, but still going to push the car to the limits. And looks like Logan's absolutely sent it through his corners. Beautiful to see. A bit of lag, I believe, there. Oh, I switched driver. What an idiot. My bad, sorry.
Yeah,
a 32.7.
I think he's just set purple sector 1.
Unless that's telemetry car. I feel like people might have gone
maybe
a 32.7 through there. But everyone's setting their lap except from the two Williams. Two Williams both on push laps now. I'll ride on board with Manu as you ride on board with Logan. Manu comes to the end of sector 1. What is the lap sector 1 time? A 31.999. That's the difference between Logan and Manu. That is the pace difference between these two drivers. But Manu's just zoned in. He wants this second championship in his hands. He wants to deny Jack B or Parallel Harry of a chance at the championship, and he will do everything in his might to do so. The Williams driver who turned up to this season on 4 DNFs is now pushing for the championship, and that is just crazy to even think about. 4 DNFs and then to go top in round 9. It's just ridiculous to see. Logan sets 28.3. As Will Manu is coming down this back straight now. Poetry at its finest in that Williams car. But will it be Poetry so? And will it go provisional pole to beat Viper at the top? 5:50 left of the session as he comes to the line. DRS open. What will his lap time be? Was you ever in doubt? It's provisional pole for Will Manu at 26.6. That is quick. But I have to say as well, Fatty Bomboy is 4 attempts up on his time at the moment. This puts him into the 26s as well. So right on board with him through the final few corners of his push lap. I believe this AlphaTauri driver could have had a chance at championship as well if they attended. But it was kind of on and off for Fatty Bomboy. And hopefully next season they turn up a bit more. But what do I know, eh? As he goes P4 at 27.1. And Neek's finally joined. Come on, Nick.
Yeah, I just sent the invite out.
This is where it gets interesting now. 19 drivers on the grid. 2 Merc, 2 Williams, 2 Ferrari. This is going to be very interesting to see. So let's ride on board then with Jack B as he's going to start his next push lap at 27 dead, nearly 27.1 on his first bank lap. 4 attempts to make up to challenge Will Manu. Let's see how it goes as he starts his flying lap now. Turn 1 and turn 2 looking pretty tasty from the Mercedes driver. Goes lovely and deep through there and rides the track perfectly. That's where you want the car to sit through on corners. Best exit you can possibly get out of 2 and 3 and going up to 4. That is key, that exit through there. But I think Jack B has pretty much smashed that exit there. And he's flying through sector 1 now. Doesn't ride too much curb on the exit of that corner where Mick Schumacher had his crash. And Jack B at the moment is up on his personal best time. Sending it through the lights section now, around the long left banked corner. He has got an Alpha Tauri, oh no, sorry, a Merc in front of him. It's Neek, his teammate. Neek's going to need to dive out the way. I think he does. Well, he skips the corner. I think it's going to be a lovely toe here. Is this all planned out? Jack B gets a nice little toe from Neek, and Neek avoids it all. That was beautiful. Beautifully crafted even from the two Merc drivers, and Jack B is pushing this now. That was beautiful to see. Both Merc drivers utilising their cars around this track for Jack B to try and challenge for the championship against Will Manu. This is amazing to see. Great team up by the two Merc team there. Two Merc drivers even. Neek managing just to scrape away before getting hit in the back by Jack B. But did it lose him time? Did it gain him time? We'll have to see as he crosses the line. Goes pole! Jack B provisional pole. Wow. Neek doing what a teammate should do, especially when his teammate's in the championship fight. Give him a little toe there. Crafted well. Bow down to the Merc boys for that.
And how can Will respond to this now? Is it try to get the toe from another driver, try to see if Logan will give him a toe, or just push it as hard as possible, maybe a bit more than he did before?
Well, I'd just like to say Will Manu's obviously coming out for his last push laps now. And I believe Logan's also on an outlap, but he's quite far around the track. So is this all scheduled and planned out for? Or are they just sending it to see how it goes?
I'd say the second one, to be fair.
Smithy's just about to complete his flying lap. I don't think it's a great lap that he comes into pits. That's Smithy done with qualifying. Yeah, I have noticed a lot here. Logan's quite far around the track, so I don't think there is going to be a toe. Unless it's late like track. And I'd just like to mention Manu's holding up that Haas a bit there. I know they're both in outlaps. But just needs to be careful, because people do report in here. It's going to be a problem. The Mizzies finished P11 and DNFs. So that is the solid qualifying in Tier 1 as well. Oh, I'm really intrigued to see what happens between this now, because Jack B comes into pit. That's his qualifying done. 1 point in it and a pole position for either of these two. If Manu messes up, I'm sure that Jack B will take this pole. Here we go then. The lights are on. It's dark outside. No one can see anything. And what you're seeing is Will Manu starting his final push lap. Round Jeddah. Round 10 in the finale. Championship battle against Jack B and Parallel Harry. What can he do? Provisional pole for Jack B at the moment. 1 point in it between them two. And I know that Manu will not give up this pole position easily. Send it through the first few corners and through sector 1. It looks like craft almost. It's almost precision at its finest. Will Manu will not give up on this lap. Neek finishes P18. Obviously Parallel Harry last from a DNF and a crash. He rides a lot of curb there. Does Will Manu. What does he set in the purple? He doesn't go purple sector 1. He's slower than his previous time in sector 1. Could Jack B just secured a provisional pole here as the flag is out? No going back now for Will Manu. He has got to send these corners perfectly. Has that one little bit of riding curb proper done him over here, or will he actually gain it back through sector 2 and sector 3? Precision, pace, consistency. What will Manu do here? He has improved by a 10th on his lap time. It's going to be so close for the top then. Manu, DRS open, down the back straight then, coming to the final corner. Will it be provisional pole here for the championship leader, fighting with Jack B in the championship? He's coming to the line now. Goosebumps on my body. What will Manu set here? Does he go pole? He does go pole. Will Manu goes pole by 200 seconds.
Fatty Bomboy takes it.
Fatty Bomboy takes it. Wow. Will Manu loses out to pole to Fatty Bomboy, the AlphaTauri driver, snatches it off the two championship leaders, and it's going to proper turn things around. I even forgot about Fatty Bumboy was behind Will Manu that lap as well. I saw him in the background. But there we go.
Fucking hell.
Alright. I can hear Should racing newbie.
Hello?
Oh my god.
Hello? not ideal qualifying. I'm fucking stuck in 7th gear. Sorry for the language.
It's alright. It's fine, man. It's fine. But Fatty Bumboy takes pole, followed by Will Manu in P2. Jack B, P3. Massa, P4 for the Tier 2 driver. Pencil up nose, P5.
Yeah.
Smithy, P6. Viper, P7. Juice, P8. Latifi, P9. Senor Pepe, P10. And Logan Birch in P14. Shocker. Absolute shocker. But here we go then. It's race time, Shredded.
I'm so ready. I've got the snacks ready. I'm so ready. That's my man.
Now, seeing as Tier 2 went yesterday, I'm sure we're going to see some safety cars around here today.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully, none of the championship contenders. It'd be the worst thing ever to see them both crash into each other in turn 1. But I believe they have been warned.
That I'd just like to mention to anyone watching just before this race starts, all 3 championship drivers have been warned about their driving conduct for today's race, and I will be being very harsh on the incidents that happen between them, because if it's too much, then they will obviously sack points off and penalties will be applied. But I can hear that countdown noise now. I'm ready for it. Here we go then. The lights are shining down in Jeddah. 5 lights. It's going to be lights out and away we go. But the drivers won't go. We're used to this. But here we go then. Lights out and away we go for the Jeddah Grand Prix. The finale of Season 3. And Will Manu going into turn 1. Wheel to wheel with Fatty Bumboy. And they're keeping it lovely and clean. Manu starting on the stock compound tyres. Fatty Bumboy on the mediums there. Wheel to wheel. But Manu goes ahead into turn 4. Will Manu leads the Jeddah Grand Prix just like he would have wanted to. And Jack B follows in P3, not losing either of these 2 drivers ahead of him. Beautiful start from Will Manu, the championship leader at the moment. Good start from Jack B as well to stay with Fatty Bumboy. But Fatty Bumboy, not the greatest start as he got done into turn 1 and turn 2. But Jack B's done it. Round the long left-hander there, wheel to wheel. Jack B's going to have this nice and clean and takes P2. Game on for the 2 championship rivals, P1 and P2, in the race already.
It looks like Parallel Harry's also made some places up. He's made his way up to 14th. And Andy's dropped down a quite a fair bit. And it looks like the 2 Red Bulls are also quite far behind. There might have been an incident there that we might not call.
Absolutely, but here we go then. Manu leads Jack B. 1-2 in the championship, 1-2 in the race. Obviously, you can see our possible strategies down at the bottom that the game has supplied us. We appreciate that. But yeah, the 2 Red Bulls not getting a great start. Possibly contact down near the bottom. But what we're focusing on right now is Will Manu versus Jack B. And even versus Fatty Bumboy and Smithy for the race win. But it looks like Pensop Nose is going to go for a move on the McLaren into turn 1. Can't get it done. But on the exit, is there a good exit there? No, and that is an Alfa Romeo, very right. And that's Latifi and Demizzi were the 2 Tier 2 drivers in Tier 1 fighting for it. And now, I've just noted, oh, as he goes wide, sorry, I take that straight back. Logan had Parallel Harry behind him, but Logan went off track and Parallel Harry has gone through now, up into P13.
He's gaining places, starting on the soft compound to make sure that he can get the maximum of top speed as Andy Moore leaves the session. I'll send him invite back.
Thank you, Shredded. I was just about to say I'll do it, but you do it. But Will Manu already 1.1 ahead of Jack B. 1.5, 1.6. I feel like Jack B just had a bad moment there. And this is allowing Fatty Bomboy to get involved. Fatty Bomboy going for the move on Jack B. Into this corner. It's a bit of wheel banging. But it's lovely clean racing. And Jack B stays ahead for now. But how long will it be for Manu 2.6 down the road? And Smithy now getting involved as well. Trying to go for the double overtake. They're going to go 3 wide surely. Into this last corner. This is going to be crazy to see. If Smithy gets past Fatty Bomboy, unless they're wheel to wheel through this last corner, Smithy is through. Manu, 3 seconds down the road already.
But if you're Will, you do not want to be pushing too hard on these tyres. As one thing we learned yesterday in Tier 2, although we had many safety cars, the tyre deg on the softs is very high. It's a high deg track, so they will fall quickly. You do not want to kill these tyres too quickly.
Absolutely. Lap 7, I think my soft tyres went off, and that was just under safety car. I didn't know what to do. Car was sliding, and lap 8 I got taken out anyway. But nevertheless, I'm more focused on this Tier 1 battle, and that's Neat retiring from the session, and that's going to be a virtual safety car.
This is the worst possible scenario for Will. Well, thankfully, it isn't a
full
safety car, a full course safety car.
Absolutely not. But as Andy Moore joined back, this is what I want to know, because I feel like he's still AI mode. So while there's a virtual safety car, I'll send him an invite back. Just trying to get Andy an invite through now. That's Fatty Bomboy, that's BP Reggie, that's Andy Moore. Beautiful. The virtual safety car is still out. And DRS is enabled, and it's green flags, and we're back racing, and Will Manu doesn't get any penalty. That's the yellow flag set to 2. I believe that yellow flag has now disappeared, yes. And we're back racing, so Will Manu 3 seconds up the road. Jack B with a whole DRS train behind him now. This could turn into an absolute domination fest here, as 4 laps in, 3.2 seconds up the road. And it looks like Smithy's going to try it on Jack B. Down the inside into turn 1. Smithy going for that P2 and does it. Wow, Smithy with a dive from there against a championship contender. But credits to him for getting that move done. Now Jack B is now in a more predicament. Because Will Manu up the road ahead by a lot. And now there's a car in between them as well.
This is not what you want if you're Jack B. You've got to kind of concentrate now and get your head down and focus. Though, that being said, the soft to medium strategy, which I believe Will and Smith will probably be on, was a decent strategy. Obviously, we didn't get to see the full potential of the strategy yesterday, obviously, because we had 70 bajillion safety cars. But the mediums were fantastic.
Yeah, the mediums, nice. the mediums were lovely to see on track. Obviously, I didn't manage to switch to the mediums because I died before I could even pit. But the mediums looked like the better race tyre out there. But obviously, saying right now, Jack B gets back past Smithy, and Big Po's going for a move on Smithy as well, but can't make it stick. So that means Jack B up into P2 again, but he's going to have to defend down the straight against Smithy and Fatty Bomboy and Pence up nose I mentioned. Can he do a madness for his teammate that is down near in P11, nearly in the points? Fatty Bomboy, Smithy, wheel to wheel through the last corner. Beautiful battling from 2 very quick drivers. They're going to have DRS down the straight now, but Pence up nose will want to get involved in this as well.
It's a bit slidey on the exit of that final corner, I noticed, for Fatty Bomboy. Maybe it might have been a bit of, I don't know if it was a bit of lag or whatnot, but it looked very slidey as Logan retires from the session.
And that's in the pits as well, so fair enough to Logan. Also, he didn't want to race it. Let me just, I'm sorry, I'm just sorting my audio settings out because
he said that his pedals are fully gone now. They go to full and stick to the end when he isn't touching them.
Logan, what happened, lad? I can see him. Oh, he's left the session, thank God for that. 5.6 seconds is the gap now from Manu to Jack B, 5.5 even. And Big Po's going to be looking for another move on Jack B to try and take back that P2. Where he even started P1 earlier, he wants P2 now. The fight is on, it really is. Parallel Harry into the points. That's a yellow flag. I believe that is a slow Alpine. If I'm not mistaken, that's an Alpine of juice. Moving again, though. But Fatty Bomboy staying within that DRS range, especially down the main straight now. This is where it gets interesting. Fatty Bomboy is surely going to fly past Jack B here. Jack B wants everything for this championship, but it just seems like it's slowly fading away. Unless there's a safety car later on, or Will Manu has a massive mess up. It's not looking good at the moment for the Mercedes driver.
Definitely not, especially now he's got an AlphaTauri in his way.
And a big Poe pulls away as well. He's only going to fall into the Jack B's only going to fall into the grass of Penstop Nose and Smithy, with no DRS to help defend either. So we'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see what happens. There is a slow car on track now. Smithy has had a moment. Smithy is off track, but he comes back onto track now. So Smithy drops off. This puts Viper P5 at the moment. And that's a yellow flag. Now it's Fatty Bomboy has had a crash. Front wing has gone. And virtual safety car is out. Will Manu. 8.8 seconds up the road. Jack B.
I mean, this is going to be doing absolutely fantastic thing for his tyres. I mean, obviously, it's not the greatest thing to make him at full temp than cold. Full temp, it will kill them quicker. But, you know, he's still managing to push through and preserve them. They're still all on the same age tyres.
Absolutely, and it's interesting to see now. Pencil knows Parallel Harry's teammate. Parallel Harry P7, Pencil P3. Could Pencil try and slow Jack down here by battling him in order for his teammate to try and gain some time on him?
Oh, we've got a stack of drivers coming in now.
Yeah, I can see that. Fatty Bomboy, Parallel Harry even comes to pit. Hoffers Latifi. His DRS is enabled. Once again, we go green in Jeddah for the second time under a virtual safety car. I have to say, Pencil Nose gets an excellent launch off that, and so does Jack B. But the gap is within DRS range, and Will Manu 6 seconds up the road. What battles are out on track that we can watch for a bit?
I think it's just at the minute it's going to be all the pit runners. I think it's going to try to be the redemption story of Fatty Bomboy, because he's got the soft tyres on, which are going to be the faster compound compared to the mediums ahead of him.
He's still relying
and
on
they're
the
fresh.
safety car.
Yeah.
But I've seen a battle for P4, Viper against Massa. Massa, tier 1 driver next season. Viper is going to be a tier 1 driver next season as well. Two drivers practicing for their championship contention next season, if they can challenge Jack B, Will Manu, Hazard, Harbs even. In fact, Bomboy and Hoffers are in a will-to-will battle at the moment, which I'll flick to as quick as I can. And as we see, Fatty Bomboy goes past Hoffers.
He's not wasting time. He wants to make sure he can get back up to the top 3 as fast as possible.
And who's next up the road is that? Parallel Harry. Pepe just in a race of his own at the moment, sorry. 7 seconds ahead of him and 4 seconds behind him. He's just driving on his own as Fatty Bomboy gets past Parallel Harry.
Which is not what he'd want on a race like today, you know. He could have been in contention for the championship. Now it's just sort of focus and hope that maybe Will and Jack have some incidents, because the higher up he gets, the better he'll do.
I don't believe Andy Moore's back in the session yet, because I think he's
No,
about
I
to get
sent him an
lapped.
invite.
I'll send him
No,
one
I'll
as
keep
well.
sending him.
Why not?
There you
He's
are, Randy.
online.
If you're watching, I've sent you 3.
I've sent Andy 3 as well. And there is Will Manu, and that is Andy Moore ahead of him. And that is going to be Andy Moore passed. While Will Manu and lapped. Dill 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I believe Elite Shots got one as well earlier on. So they're both on 3-second time penalty. Dill, P7 on him, take a bow. A man who isn't the quickest driver. I've noticed recently he's had a few better races. It's just like you, Shredded. Like, no offence, you ain't the quickest, but you have good races.
I try to survive is the main tip.
No one knows this, but every time there's a race in Tier 2, I get a message from Shredded. I go, Shredded, what's your time? Went, don't know, I'm just going to wing it. That is the message I get from Shredded every time there's a Tier 2 race. Don't know, I'm just going to wing it. And somehow does good. It's just unexplainable, really.
Well, like the last 3 weeks, probably not. Yesterday, on the other hand, finally got points.
And he killed someone as well. Moving on.
He's saying he's got an error code popping up, and he does.
Well, that's a shame for Andy, I'm afraid. It's unlucky to see, because I wanted him to race today. I did ask him earlier, and he said yes last minute, but there's only so much you can do at the end of the day. But I've noticed now that there is a battle brewing here between P9, P10 and P11. Fatty Bomboy, 2 Hoffers. As I've just found out, Liverpool lost against Union St. Galois 2-1 in the Europa League. I am pretty annoyed now, and I hope that everyone in this lobby crashes. Absolutely seething about that. How are we losing to a Belgian team that no one's heard of? You tell me. But right now, let's focus back on the race a bit. Let's forget about one red thing. Let's go on to the other red thing of Parallel Harry. Teammate Penstop knows in P3 where Harry would probably want to be. But Fatty Bomboy is just holding him there. Sophie is P11 as well at the moment. Such a promising drive from him in qualifying, and to be P11 in the race. Not his day once again. But Will Manu now 8.3 up on his championship rival. Ridiculous. Ridiculous to see. And I wanted to see a battle out there on track today, and we got that for the first 3 corners. And then it went. That's what happens in F1RL. We're just praying on a late safety car for more action here. Elite Shots gets that with a 3-second time penalty. Parallel Harry still trying to chase down Fatty Bomboy. Fatty Bomboy's got close to Dilb now and within DRS range. So Parallel Harry will struggle to make that move even more now, because there will be a McLaren in between these 2 cars sooner or later, and Dilb is harvesting and using energy, and Fatty Bomboy has nearly a full tank, and he's so much quicker through that corner. That's a yellow flag in sector 1, but I believe that was the Red Bull, and they are going again. And that is Fatty Bomboy past Dilb, and Hazard is down the road and just not even in DRS range of these 2.
That's a 6-second penalty now for Elite Shots.
Elite Shots is taking shots here, and by shots I mean penalties. But yes, there we go then. Fatty Bomboy P7, Dill P8, Parallel Harry P9, Hoffers P10. That's the fight that we was watching there. But right now, we'll just go back to these 2 drivers, like we said earlier, Viper and Massa. 1.2 between them, staying with each other, quite close to each other. One of the closest battles we see on track is, I see Parallel Harry's got a good exit. Oh, just got, There we go. And he has got a better exit on Dilb. So Parallel Harry going for the move down towards the long banked corner. Will it get done round the outside? Round the outside. Round the outside. Goes Parallel Harry. Wheel to wheel. Scrapes the wall and gets through on Dilb. What a move from Parallel Harry, might I mention. Move of the race so far. But Dilb is going to come back into these set of corners. Gets pushed wide off track. And comes back onto track. But
I don't see why Dilb is fighting this. He has the penalty.
But it's Dilb, he wants to raise loss. I see he's got nothing to lose. But Parallel Harry does have the DRS. But once again, going through these set of corners now, Dilb will have the DRS in his next straight. But he lost a lot of time through them corners and will drop off a bit. Pensop Nose comes into the pits. The first one of the top 3 to pit. Let me know what tyre he's going on to, Shredded.
Hards.
Hards for Pensop Nose then. As Dilb still on the back of Pensop Nose teammates. Parallel Harry. There's going to be DRS enabled for Dilb once again down this back main straight. Sorry, DRS open, no ERS because he is halving like hell. But I think he's going to go for the move into turn 1. He fakes it, switches it. Can't get it done, but Smithy in the background is also making a move on Hoffers. Let's see how that ends up on our telemetry. There's contact! Pentop knows and Dilb making contact as Pentop come out of the pits. Wow, that was very interesting to see. Smithy looking for a move on Dilb now as well. Smithy looking quick on their medium tyres now, shredded. He's woken up. He's gone off the track. He's lost the car. He's come back on track. There's 3 wide down the straight almost. Hoffer's getting involved as well. This is so interesting to see. Wheel to Dilb to Smithy. Hoffer's trying it around the outside as well. Pepe gets up with a 3-second time penalty. Hoffers tries to go through on Dilb as well and gets the move done, but Dilb's going to fight it once again into this corner, just like he did with Parallel Harry. Does fight it, stays on track. It's a beautiful fighting in the midfield. As yellow flag Carl retires from the session, and that's a safety car out. And Manu's in the pits.
Interesting. I was going to say, does he dive into the pits? Yes, he does.
And that's going to be the medium compound to the end now. Andy's joined back, thank God. Just in time for a safety car. Is that the medium compound going on? Yes, it is. Will Manu onto the mediums. Jack B's onto the softs. Here we go.
Is Jack B curious to maybe like doing the 2-stop strategy? Because those softs are not going to make it to the end of the race, surely.
2 laps behind safety car, lap 15, 10 laps on stop. He could do it. He could do it. A bit of time management, but we know there's going to be no time management here. It's just going to be push, push, and push. Viper coming out well after all of this as well, I mentioned. P3.
I mean, of course, the main thing in his mind probably now is get the perfect launch past the safety car and the restart. Get ahead, get the time advantage, and beat Will that way.
Absolutely. In cinematic mode at the moment. Back together again then. Manu had a 9-second, 10-second gap it nearly. That's all come down now. And Jack B's behind him on that soft compound tyre. Game on, boys. This is going to be a battle you don't want to miss. As we're in the beautiful Jeddah behind the safety car at the moment. And we're just about to witness a championship battle of the ages. Manu on the mediums. Jack B on the softs. Almost like Abu Dhabi 2021. With the tyre differentiation and the safety car to switch stuff up.
Dylan saying, this is the end.
Hold your breath and count to 10. But Will Manu did have to make that pit onto the mediums. He couldn't choose softs because he started on the softs. So the safety car might switch his strategy a bit here, but we know late race on their mediums, Manu will come into play. Yes, Jack B will be quick off the start, but if get 3-4 laps in, I think Manu's mediums is just going to kick in a lot more. But it's also brought Parallel Harry back into the mix, I mentioned. P7.
Yeah, he's on a fresh set of medium tyres. Again, same thing. He can keep pushing them, and I remember from yesterday the tyres were absolutely fantastic on the mediums. So that safety car restart is going to be brilliant from everybody. But Jack B will probably have the best start because of the softs, but it still depends on how Will defends that first corner.
It really does, and at the end of the day, if Will and Jack get a bit too Will to Will and there's contact, there's only going to be one man that benefits out of the championship for this, and that is going to be Parallel Harry. If these two make contact, they will drop down below, and Parallel Harry will find himself in a nice little P5, and I think he only needs, if I do my maths correctly here, he's on 83 points, Manu is on 91. He needs 9 points to win it if these two drivers don't get any points. So it's game on, really. There's a lot on the line on this safety car restart, and then a few laps after it. I don't know what to say, really. This is really stressing me out now.
I'm seeing Smithy say that he was running on 70% brake bias for the first 8 laps. He didn't even notice.
Who was this, sorry?
Smithy.
Racing AI?
No, he had 70% brake bias.
Oh! Smithy's about to cook. Game on, Smithy. Come on, Sean.
It was for the first 8 laps, so fair enough.
You gotta give the man credit. Smithy, mate, zone in now. This is the one. Safety car will be in at the end of this lap. All the cars are bunched up together again. This is going to really interest me. There's one man out there on softs. There's only one man out there on softs.
Indeed there is.
Will it pay well or will it not? He had to change compound. He couldn't run mediums. His only option there was to go to hards. Unless he's banking on another safety car. But that's going to drop him in a lot of positions. And Manu will not have to pit under another safety car. Unless he wants to go to the soft compounds again. Here we go then. Here we go. Can you hear me?
I can hear you all good and loud and clear. I was just checking some messages in the Discord.
I just ripped my headset out of my PC in excitement. But here we go then. Will Manu with the most key safety car. Oh, Dill getting a 5-second penalty. A lot of people getting 5-second penalties on before the safety car restart. Here we go then, boys. The car's coming round the final corner. How early will Manu go? All the cars getting bunched up, nearly contact at the back. Will Manu leaving it really late? This is a lovely shot to see on stream. And Manu goes! Jack B does follow him very well indeed. Dill gets another 5-second penalty, or is that the same one? I do not know. Jack B does follow Manu on that safety car restart. There's a lovely battle for P4, P3. Lots of battle, wheel to wheel even, with Massa and whatnot. But Jack B onto the back of Manu then. This is the battle we wanted to see. And this is a Merc versus Williams. And it's going to be a battle of the Titans. Jack B on sauce, Manu on mediums. Who will come out on top round Jeddah? Will the tyres wear out too quick for Jack B? Or will he get a big enough of a gap for Manu to do something about it? Jack B's going to try it round the outside of the banked corner. And they do try it round the outside of the banked corner. So much so, Jack B gets a good exit. So does Manu. Wheel to wheel in Jeddah for the championship. And then Jack B's going to have the inside line into this corner. There's Will touching. And Jack B goes through.
We thought that might happen. He's going to try to push ahead, but he will kill the tyres if he pushes too hard.
Parallel Harry's P4. This is proper racing stuff here. Parallel Harry has fought from the back of the grid. That's a yellow flag set to 3. Don't know who that is. That's a virtual safety car out. Elite shots with tyres from session.
Oh no, it's not. Sorry, it's my mistake. They went down a place. Sorry for blaming you.
Jack B. Oh wow.
Though this virtual safety car will still probably be a bit frustrating for him because he's still going to have Will on his ass the whole way through.
I wouldn't put it better myself, Shredded, to be honest, but Viper is stopping Parallel Harry from this podium here. Because we see all top 3 drivers on the podium as we go again round Jeddah after another virtual safety car. Jack B leads this time. Manu second, and Harry will be fighting for this P3.
I'm going to sit and ride on board with Jack B. Not Jack B. I want to sit and ride on board Parallel Harry to see what he's going to do because I believe he's trying to brave it out of the. I can't remember what it's called. The banked corner.
Parallel Harry's really trying it there, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's so much quicker. He's going to try it round the outside here now. Does he make contact with the wall there? Does he keep it? He keeps it. And Parallel Harry, ladies and gentlemen, from the back of the grid, P3, but is Viper going to try it down the inside to this corner? Be stupid if he did and doesn't. Fair enough, but here we go then. Manu on the back of Jack B once again. A lot of pace between these two drivers, and Manu looking like the quicker car down this back straight. It's going to be Manu against Jack B into the final corner. They're going to go wheel to wheel. Lovely to see, and Will gets pushed out. Jack B taking no prisoners here, and Jack B stays in P1, but Manu's going to get a nice little toe down straight. DRS is enabled now, and what will Manu do? Will he try anything into turn 1? No, he does not. So if Jack B still leads, but DRS is now enabled. This could be a key factor in this battle for P1. 17 laps completed, 25 laps altogether to do. What will happen? Will Parallel Harry end up getting involved?
We've seen how close these battles can be, and now the pressure is on. At this point, your heart must be racing, knowing that you can potentially win the championship tonight if you can pull away.
I mean, Parallel Harry is getting wonders done for him, as Viper and Massa behind are fighting, which is letting Parallel Harry gain the gap here of over 1 second to get that DRS threat. But this is the one we want to focus on. Half a second between these top two, and there's DRS now involved. Will Manu with the DRS on Jack B. Will he try it down the straight into the corner? We'll have to see how this goes. He does try it, but Jack B does shut the door. But it's going to allow Manu to get DRS once again down this next straight. And ERS deployed as well. Here we go then. Manu with DRS. Jack B without DRS. Holding on for dear life. Gets passed by Manu, but Jack B's going to have DRS down this main straight. And ERS just needs the good exit to go along with it. And he does get the good exit. DRS
Jack B
deployed.
Is sitting in the slipstream of Will currently. He doesn't brave a move into turn 1 though still. I reckon he's going to try for the DRS section where you get the pretty much free, easy DRS.
Absolutely. Viper. Freezing time penalty multiple warnings. There was a yellow flag, and I believe that involves Hoffers. And Jack B's right on the back of Manu. Jack B's he's got so much more traction through that sector, and now Manu against Jack B once again into this banked corner. Is Jack B going to try anything? No, he does not. Oh, this is a battle I wanted to see for a long time in F1RL, and we've actually got it at the moment. There is actually a championship battle out on track. We could have had it back in Season 1 with Logan against Pharrell, but Logan bottled it in Abu Dhabi, and Pharrell came out as the successor of the Season 1 championship. But who will bottle it here today? And who will come out successful here? Jack B's going to look for it down the inside into this corner. They're going wheel to wheel. Will gets pushed off track. Jack B elbows out, and Jack B gets the DRS.
Gives you some like reminiscence back to the
Massa goes
first
up
time we
into
ever saw.
Sorry.
Oh, very nice. But yeah, it gives a very reminiscence of back in the 2021 season of Formula 1. I'm getting good flashbacks from Hamilton versus Max here.
As we see once again, Will Manu through back into P1 down the main straight. This battle, I feel like should go on forever. Pepe gets slapped with a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and he retires in the pit lane as well. Pepe finishes his F1RL debut season in a DNF. A lot of DNFs out on track. In fact, Pencil retires from the session. That's going to bring out is it a safety car or VSC?
It's just caution right now, so I can see.
That's what I can see, but I can't see a safety car come out the pits.
I think it might be a VSC.
It's a virtual safety car then. This is going to allow Jack B to save a bit of wear on his tyres then. Lovely to see that. Come on, Parallel Harry, get involved here, lad. Get involved here, come on. DRS is enabled, and we go green again in Jeddah. Will Manu leading Jack B, but Jack B with DRS off the bat. wheel to wheel down to the final corner. Jack B's going to sit behind Will Manu though to get that DRS down the main straight. Here we go. It's cooking for once. Jack B, DRS enabled, down the main straight he goes, past Will Manu, and covers the inside line as soon as he gets past. Will Manu, is he going to try it down the inside? No, he's not. And that is Jack B back in to P1. That's a yellow flag, and that is an Alfa Romeo of Latifi. Having an instant round the last corner. Jack B and Will Manu wheel to wheel, and Jack B still in P1.
That's no front wing for Latifi. Currently giving it a little bit of an Austin Powers move, trying to get out of the tight walls of Jeddah, but slowly into the pits they go.
And Latifi not having the race Megatron would have wanted. Sorry. And now it's interesting to see because Jack B has got a lot less ERS than Will Manu.
I'm seeing here that from Pharrell that the VSC saved Jack. He went wide on turn 7.
The VSC Jack went wide.
Yeah, wide on turn 7. That's what I'm seeing Pharrell say.
Cheers for that, Pharrell. As we see Will Manu and Jack B now wheel to wheel. And that is Will Manu back through on Jack B. And Jack B just going to need to stick with Will Manu. But Will Manu is giving it everything now. ERS is deployed as well down that back straight. Stops deploying. And so does Jack B. Is Jack B going to try for the DRS? Yes. Jack B keeps the inside line. Wheel to wheel. Is there contact? No, they keep it clean. Who's going to get the DRS out of this? It's Will and Manu. Will Manu gets the DRS down the main straight. Let's see the yellow flag.
Onto that.
And that's Latifi. I think that yellow flag's out for. But Jack B P2. Will Manu P1. 4 laps left. If orders stay this way, the top 3 will be your top 3 in the championship as well. Will Manu will win the championship. Jack B will finish P2 in the championship, and Parallel Harry will finish P3. And Latifi retires from the session on track as well. Is that going to bring out a safety car? No, I think it's too late for any form of safety car now. No safety cars to save anyone. And this battle at the front is still going on shredded.
I know, I cannot look away. I'm bouncing between both of them to see when the lunge is going to happen. I'm wondering, I wish I could see how much tyre wear that Jack B had compared to, with 8 laps still, but...
Yeah, I get what you mean, the percentage
be
differences, because obviously the mediums will be holding on better than the softs, but Jack B seems like he's holding on a lot well, so is Will Manu. A lot well does not make any English, but I'm just so excited for this, and Jack B goes off track. Jack B has a moment, and now he's going to ERS dump, and he's nearly out of ERS, he's only on 13%. Will Manu with the ERS advantage. Smithy retires from the session. Pepe leaves the session after a DNS. A lot of DNS around Jeddah in Tier 1. But here we go, and Jack B with the DRS down the main straight. Here we go then. No ERS left in the tank for Jack B. Halveston. He's going to go for it. Down the inside on Will Manu and gets the move done. Beautiful stuff from the Merc driver. And Fatty Bomboy is also fighting with Massa and Parallel Harry at the moment.
Will has done absolutely amazing to keep his
the
DRS.
wheel to wheel. Oh, there's contact!
Oh, was that a contact or was that a spin? I thought it was a loss of traction.
I think that was a bit of contact between 2 wheels there, because, and they had contact after that little slide anyway. So Jack B keeps the position. Clip that so we can review that later on. But, wow. Really wheel-to-wheel racing round Jeddah today, but Will Manu's got a lot of ERS. I think Jack B's struggling for tyres. He just had a massive slide through that corner as well now. Maybe Jack B's tyres are cooked and done. Maybe Will Manu has gambled right here and gone for the mediums. And it's worked out. Jack B's got no ERS left in the tank. Will Manu's got 3/4 of ERS in the tank.
I've just watched that clip back. And from what I've seen, it does look like Jack B slides a tiny bit. And then the contact is made after he exits the slide.
Jack B's just defending so well on Will Manu. No ERS left in his tank. No, 8%. Will Manu, 80%. Times 10 more ERS Manu has. And surely, will it go to the end? Will there be contact that decides the winner here? Controversial contact even. We don't know what's going to happen. Andy Moore, P11. Andy Moore is P11. Look at the DNFs at the moment. That is crazy.
Throwback to season 1.
This is a season 1 race and a half. But Jack B trying to get every little bit of VRS he can. His tyres are gone. You can tell his tyres are gone. And I think he's let Manu through purposely for that DRS.
That's just going to kill his tyres even more.
The Miz gets up with a 3-second time penalty. And he's using ERS as well to get that DRS. So he's just going to have even less ERS than usual. But we are coming on to the final few laps now. And they're still battling Shredded.
This is not over yet. There's a battle for 1 and 2. There's a battle for 3 and 4. This is amazing.
I can't take my eyes off this battle for 1 and 2. But it just looks like Manu is just going to use that ERS now. Because Jack B has none. And Jack B does have DRS still. But could that be it? Could the ERS difference be the difference in this race? Because Will Manu still got 50%. Jack B has 3%.
Oh, there's contact! There's contact between the Alpha...
Oh my god, the three-way contact. In the background. And Jack B's going for the dive bomb into turn 1 and keeps it on track. But Manu's going to go for the move now because Jack B had to go deep to keep it on track. And Will Manu goes through, so Jack B gets a place partially. But Will Manu keeps ahead. And this battle is still going on. There's contact for P3, which surely rules Parallel Harry out of this championship fight now. And Will Manu and Jack B are still going at it on lap 24 out of 25. Shredded, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to look. We're on the second, halfway through the penultimate lap of season 3. And the 2 championship rivals are still on track battling.
But Will still has the ERS advantage. But who has the tyre advantage? The DRS can help a lot. But with slippery tyres, lack of ERS, is Jack B going to make it?
All I know is Jack B just needs to try and stay in DRS for as long as he can, even until the last back straight. He has a big moment there. A slide again and slide again. Sliding all over the place. Jack B tyres giving up through these last few corners and last few laps. But here we go, and I never thought I'd be saying this. F1RL this season. Will Manu leads the championship onto the final lap. Jack B second in the championship onto the final lap. 1 lap, 1 winner. Who will it be as we cross the line to start lap 25 out of 25 in Jeddah? Jack B behind with the DRS, doesn't try it into turn 1. Will Manu stays ahead then through this first sector. Jack B just needs good exit out of all these corners, but his tyres are gone. Will Manu with the ERS advantage. 30% he has got left. Jack B 10% left. This is close on track. This has been close all season between these two. Take back to Japan when they're a wheel to wheel on the final lap for the race win. Could then points to Japan be valuable. Jack B goes off track but gets it back on. That's going to be a definite warning there. But here we go, and Jack B on the back of Will Manu through the banked corner. Does not happen. Will Manu goes deep, but going for the DRS. I'm guessing Will Manu wants that DRS advantage down the straight. But if Jack B defends this well, Jack B could see himself win the title. Jack B switches it back.
I am speechless.
Tactical gameplay all season between these two drivers. Will Manu puts the 7/10 gap, nearly 8 tenths to Jack B now. Has Jack B with that little late switch for the DRS ruined the chances of a championship? The final lap, the final back straight, the final proper DRS straight in F1RL, and Manu's the second ahead. So surely we're going to see a champion crowned, a double champion crowned. This battle has been going on all season, but it came down to the final lap. One man will win it all. He won it last season. He's won it this season. Will Manu wins the race and the championship in season 3. Jack B, P2 in the championship, P2 in the race. And this battle for P3 is going to go to the line then. Will Fatty Bomboy get on the line? He does! Fatty Bomboy gets it on the line. Parallel Harry, P4. Massa, P5. Hoffers, P6. Juice, P7. Demizzi, P8 and gets wiped out after the line. Dilb, P9. Pierre Viper, P10 and Andy Moore P11. Oh my gosh, Reddit. We have just witnessed F1RL history.
Oh, I am speechless. That was fantastic racing the whole way through. Congratulations, Will, on the win. Congratulations, Jack, and congratulations, Parallel Harry. All three of you have done absolutely amazing. I say that Harry gets my driver of the day
100%.
just for making it from the back.
P4
fourth on.
from the back after a crashing qualifying. Parallel Harry gets my vote as well and the game's vote. But here we go then. There's only one man for it all. And he's levitating on the podium. Will Manu, Season 3 champion. Race winner in Jeddah. 4 DNFs at the start of the race. Oh, and my EA's just gone down.